Hi friends, it's Lori with Farmhouse Stencil Shop. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Come on in, we're gonna do some crafting. I have a cute little craft that I'm gonna do, and I have some new stencils to use. So that's gonna be fun. So I have these little 3.5 by 3.5 boards, and that's what I'm starting with. I'm gonna make some little ornies. I'm gonna use some jumbo craft sticks, and I think I need 5 for each one. I'm going to dress them up a little bit so they're not just plain boards. So what I was going to do, I'm going to keep this simple. I'm just going to, 5 craft sticks is exactly 3.5 inches. So this works pretty good. You can just lay your board right on top of your craft sticks. And then just draw a line here where you need to cut them off. And then I have these miter shears, and these are the ones that my husband picked up at Home Depot. And I'm going to be honest, they're not any better than the ones that I got off of Amazon. So I'm still messing with them and everything, but I don't like that you can't like move this part around, which it's okay. I mean, you have to hold your, well, let me see. No, I don't know where my other ones are right now, but these are a little bit more difficult to use, I found. So I'm not the biggest fan, but they still work okay. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Beverly. I know I'm looking down and miss some people. There's Penny. Hi, Penny. Thanks for jumping on, you guys, in the middle of your day. I know this is not a normal time, but my my aunt's birthday party is tonight, so we are going to be going to that. But I still wanted to try to go live. Hey, Roberta. Thanks for sprinkling, Beverly. Hey, Lita, welcome. I've actually been at the ER all morning with my mom. So I was going to cancel actually, but I'm here and I didn't have to cancel. So also this one doesn't come with the replacement blades, but I'm pretty sure you could sharpen it if needed. So I'm going to do this for all 4 of them. So I got to get some more boards here. Hopefully I don't run out of boards. Hey, Gail, you bought a pair of these? Hopefully they work out good for you. I mean, they're not horrible. I guess I got used to my little Amazon ones, and they're like a no brand name. So let's see. I'm going to end up keeping all the little pieces too, these, because I know I'll use them for something eventually. Maybe a little roof on a mini house or something. I like to make those mini houses. Hey, Christy and Tracy. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, you guys. I mean, they cut okay. They cut about the same as the other. Sometimes I struggle because I'm not very strong. But they're not bad. Hey, Shannon with Rosebrook Cottage. My husband was just vacuuming, but it's quiet now. It was pretty loud. And he had music playing, and I said, I don't think you can have that music playing while I'm going live. I was afraid it might be in the background. So, like I said, my little boards are 3.5 by 3.5. And these should fit on there really good. And we use scraps, so it's not like the thick white pine boards. It's other boards that were a little bit thinner. I thought the pine boards might be a little too thick for what I was trying to do. Oh yeah, I spent the greater part of this morning at the ER, but all is okay. And after that, my mom wanted to stop at McDonald's because she was hungry. And I don't usually eat McDonald's. And I was like, okay, I'll get an egg and cheese biscuit. So all we ordered was 2 coffees and 2 egg and cheese biscuits. That's it. And of course we get to the window and they're like, can you pull up in spot number 1 and wait on your order? It's not ready. So we pull up and wait. And then there was a car behind us that pulled into spot number 2. And we saw them. They brought out 2 huge bags to this person and they never brought our order out. And we watched all these cars go like past us. And it was like, are you kidding me? How long are they going to make us wait? And it was raining. So we were both tired from being at the ER and we didn't want to get out. We were sitting there drinking our coffee and like a half hour passed and we were still sitting there. And I was like, give me your receipt. And I just was like, I don't want to go into this McDonald's and complain. I don't want to be that person. I'm never that person. So I took her receipt inside. Well, let me back up. We were sitting there and there was the lady that brought the stuff out to the other car. Oh my gosh. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I was like, all we had was 2 egg and cheese biscuits. I was like, do you know where our order is? And she was like, it's coming. And that was it. And I was like, okay. So we wait. And then another lady comes out like 5 minutes later and she's like, what did you have? And I was like, just 2 egg and cheese biscuits. Hey, Deb. Hey, Tracy, thanks for sprinkling. She goes back in and never comes back out. And I'm thinking, what on earth is going on? All we asked for was 2 egg and cheese biscuits. It was crazy. So then I go back in and we had ordered, it was about 10, I don't know, it was about 10:13 and it was, because I looked at her receipt, it said 10:13. And I went back in about around 10:45. So we'd already sat there a little over a half hour. And they were like, well, we switched over to lunch. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, can I just have a refund? It was crazy. Hey, Stephanie, that's why I don't even mess with McDonald's. I'm telling you, I was like, and they were like, well, we can get you an order off of the lunch menu. I was like, no, I think, we'll just take our money back. And then they're like, we'll give you coupons for free sandwiches. And it's just like, I don't even understand what happened. And they were like, well, we think we put your order in with the other people's order. It was like nobody was coming to check on us or anything. So I don't know. I don't like going to McDonald's personally, but maybe that's why I don't. Crazy stuff like that happens to me. And silly me. I mean, I guess I could have got out a long time ago, but like I said, we were just sitting there tired. We were having our coffee and just patiently waiting. That was funny. Hey, Jean, how are you? Okay, so I got all my boards here cut since I've been gabbing. And what I'm going to do is take my glue and I'm going to glue them down. I'll probably put a little bit of glue on the front here. I know I got 5 little sticks. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue, to hold them in place. So how's your Sunday going? Hopefully better than mine. And after my live, we're gonna run to the store and see if we can't find something for my aunt for her birthday. Because I haven't even had a chance to do that yet. Okay, you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? I was just looking up there to make sure you could see. I'm putting them on the fronts like that. Let's see, where's my sander? those edges. They were supposed to be the same size. Maybe, I know what I did. I should have took my mark because they're a little bit longer, but that's okay. The next time I do this, if I ever do this again, I'll do it a little bit different. Okay, so there's one. And I'm going to do this again on the other 4. I take my little dog there after she gets her hair cut, a plain burger. My husband's dad used to have a Chihuahua, and he would get a full cheeseburger for that dog. It's funny. It's raining, Tracy. Oh, it rained here again today. On our way home, it was just pouring the rain. I can't even believe that it's this time of year and it just is constantly raining. I know these look really plain right now, but they're going to be cute. They're going to be cute. You just wait. Hey, Marianne. I'm making some little ornies or ornaments. I like to call them ornies. I'm going to stencil some little Colonial stuff on them. It's going to be cute. All right, moving on. And the stencil set I have, it's not a full set yet. I just have a few images I'm going to use, and I'm going to finish out the set. I'm still working on it though. I would have already had it done, but the whole trip to the ER threw me off. And so I had to change plans today. I use these jumbo craft sticks a lot. I think I'm going to have to get a new package of them because I really have gone through a lot of them lately. You can't wait to see these, Stephanie? I can't wait to see them. I hope that they will turn out okay. I'm hoping. I already messed one thing up, and so they're already not planning. They're not turning out the way I had planned in my head because I already did something wrong. So, but they're okay. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. At least I'm just playing with. Oh, what am I doing? Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Let me stick that down. I don't want the boards to pop off later. Okay. So I thought the other glue would be much better in case the hot glue didn't hold. Hey, Diane. Hey, Jan. Stephanie, my mom is just having a little issue she needed to be seen about. And so, yeah, just kind of threw off our morning. She actually went to the ER last night. And I didn't know because I was asleep. And for some reason, they couldn't wake us up last night. My dogs didn't even bark. But my brother took her to the ER. And she sat at the ER until I picked her up at 5, it was almost 5 a.m. And they had never seen her at all. They made her sit until her chest was hurting. Like, she was so nervous and stuff. It was ridiculous. So I picked her up and drove her to another hospital 2 hours away. But it was like, seriously, she's in her 70s. She came in at midnight. I don't know what's wrong with people sometimes, and I know they're busy. I know they get busy, but I mean, really? That long? And she said there was hardly anybody in the waiting room with her. And she sat and sat and sat. So I don't like going to the ER. I just, I don't like it. Okay. Let's get some black paint here. Whoo, I got cobwebs all over. Get some black paint. What I'm going to do is, all right, I can't handle all these cobwebs. Hey, Anita. I need them to go. Stuck all over my hands. All right. Let's start with this one here. I have these little silhouettes, and we're going to do silhouettes on these. All right, where's my sponge? There it is. Super easy. Hey, Lisa. Welcome. Thanks, Stephanie. Appreciate that. Hi, Tina. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then we drove 2 hours to the other ER, and they got her right in. I just, you know, I don't know why they couldn't wake us up last night. My dogs didn't even bark. My brother came to my door, and I had a message when I finally woke up in the night that said, you know, like, how do you not hear me honking in your driveway and stuff? My dogs didn't even bark. It was crazy. And we are not heavy sleepers. I don't know what in the world. Okay. So we got George Washington. We spent 8 hours in the ER with my mother-in-law. When she fell and hit her head, I complained until they took her back. She was in her 80s. I'm sorry to hear that. It's just, I don't like to go to the ER because you just don't know how long you'll be there. But the other ER was at the University Hospital, and they took her right back, took it seriously, took her right back. But we were still there a few hours, which is reasonable. But to just, you know, only be triaged in that many hours and just sit, it's kind of crazy. So this is some very simple stenciling. And here is Abe Lincoln, little honest Abe. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Yeah, Anita, she's fine. Thankfully, she's okay. She is all right. So I'm still putting graphics together for this set. That's why I don't have it completed, but I think it'll be super cute. Just little things. If you like this kind of thing, like primitive, colonial, primitive type. This one is a lady. Isn't that cute? And then my fourth one here, I had a little bit of extra glue coming out, but I think it'll be all right. I got glue on my stencil too. This one is a horse on this one. All right. So that's that for the stenciling part. So these are actually, I mean, pretty easy, and you wouldn't have to do the little boards, but I just wanted the little boards on there. Oh, did I show the horse yet? I don't think I did. There's the horse. I just want to make sure that these are good and dry. The medical world is so short-handed. Yeah, I know. And, you know, you try to be as patient as possible. You know what I mean? I'm going to find some other graphics. I'm still working on SVG files and stuff for these. But these are the 4 that I have right now in the set. Okay, I think that's good and dry. I'm going to stain them now. Let me get my stain. I'm going to use Early American. All right. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Wanda. Hello, you guys. It's hard to be patient when it's your loved ones. Yeah, it is. We got through it, though. I was falling asleep. I was really tired, but we got through it. Not as tired as my mom, though. And, of course, her blood pressure was up really high by that time. I'm going to catch up. Oops. Hey, Dana. Been going through craft supplies looking for my IOD holiday transfer stamps and molds. I'm about to try this amazing casting resin white. Okay, that sounds good. I've never used resin. I was thinking about getting some on the Prime deal the other day, but I didn't get it. I've never even messed with resin, so one day. It's on my list. It's on my list of things to do, you know. All right, so I'm just going to stain right over these. I am not going to stain the edges because they're going to be painted black. I might go ahead and, no, I'll wait to, no, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and just stain the back. It'll be all right. So I won't have to do that part later. Okay. So it just kind of darkens it up a little bit. It looks nice, I think. Hey, Tammy. Oh, Tammy, it's going good. We had an ER trip, but it's good other than that. I'm glad to be back home. And my hubby's cleaning house, so I can't complain. You guys might hear the vacuum going. Hilltop Creations, welcome. Just came in from hubby's workshop. He cut my primitive candle box, so I'll be working on that this week. That sounds fun. Oh, hey, before I forget, I'm in a bee event on Thursday with the Craftastic Creations group, so that's going to be fun. Did I do the back of that one? Yeah, I did. That's on Thursday, and I think I'm live at like 9:30 or 9:45 in the morning. I've got to check, and then I'll post it. But that's the only event I have coming up. I told you this was going to be a simple craft. I mean, it's not difficult. I love Wanda's crafts. She always makes pretty stuff, doesn't she? Like all that primitive stuff. So cute. Okay, so I got my staining done. Let me put this away before I spill it. Take the gloves off. I keep it under my little desk here in a basket down there. It's nasty in Illinois, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to take some other craft sticks. Since I'm done with that part, let's see. What's the easiest way to do this? I might be able to just hold them down. Okay, I'm going to use this and I'm going to take these skinny craft sticks, these little ones. They look like coffee stirrers. That's what they remind me of. And oops, I think I need 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope, I need 16. Alrighty, I'm just going to take this black paint again, and I'm going to just use my sponge there and paint these little suckers. don't even need the whole thing painted. I just need part of it painted because I'm going to make little frames for my signs here. You like the little slats? That's just those jumbo craft sticks. You can just grab them at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. All right. Okay, I'm going to do the edges. But they don't have to be perfect because I plan on just running the little hand sander over it anyways. They look like butcher blocks. I'm using just, oh yeah, with the little slats on them, they do kind of. They're just some little scrap wood and they're cut 3.5 by 3.5. So that's all I'm using. And I'm just going to do these really simple. I'm not going to do any angles in the corners or anything. I'm just going to keep this really simple. Now you could definitely do that with the little miter shears. Hey Velma, you're here for the first time. Welcome. Hey Renee. Okay. Let's dry these a little bit. All right. Start over here with George. And all I'm gonna do is just make little frames. And just glue them right on. Lots of gluing today. I don't know if I need to do both or if I should just use hot glue. I didn't know if the hot glue would stay. It might. I can try to just use the hot glue maybe on these. Might be quicker. I just don't want it to pop off. And I hate the little strings. But hot glue it is. We're just gonna hot glue them. Magnolia on Madison Creations. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Maybe it'll be easier if I just do it right on the project. Just do it that way. Yeah, I was a little bit off on my measurement, but it's gonna be fine. Oh goodness. It happens. You like the Colonial? I do too. So cute. I think I just sand that down a little bit because I feel like it's going to be too tight. Dang it. That's what happens when you don't clip off enough. Here we go. That'll work. I'm not going to leave those sides bare either, but we're going to get them with the sponge in a little bit. But you can make little Christmas ornaments this way, or just make little signs, you know, for whatever. So we're going to put little frames on them. Simple enough, right? Okay, stick that one to the side. Hey, Linda. I'm doing pretty good. Got to get me some of those cutters. Told my hubby you got some. You should definitely get you some. They are handy. So this is my second pair of miter shears, and I was telling him earlier that I'm fine with the ones from Amazon even. They're not bad. Just the plain no-name ones. They work okay for this too. George, yep. You wanna? He'll probably fall over. Set him right here. Here we go. There we go. Hey, Pat. How are you? Where do you set the setting for this? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Clarify for me, please. Hey, Jennifer. You love this idea? You like them, Wanda? I think they're cute. I'm not done yet. There might be a better way to do this, though, seriously, than the way I'm doing it, but I don't know. I'm just playing. I just had an idea in my head and just went with it. You're a variety person. Oh, the setting on the miter shears. Yeah, not on these. No, there isn't. There is no dial or anything. I was kind of aggravated about it when I was looking at them. I was like, oh, those are really cool, but there's no way to move this. You have to move your board around. So I'm just sticking my board in there and chopping off straight. No angles or anything. Okay. There's Abe. Hey, Susan. That's okay. I don't feel like you're late. I'm just glad you jumped on. Oops. These do have angles. Yes, let me show you. But you literally have to move your board. Like, I can't, you have to move the board to the angle you want. The other miter shears, you can move, it's different. You can move like a little dial, like she was saying on it, to change it. Karen Eldridge, okay. Your first live is September 4th at 10 a.m. You might have to remind me. I'll try to make it. That sounds fun. I remember my first live. My first live, I sat in silence for 9 minutes. Hey, Susan. I'm sure Karen's live will be great. I sat in silence though, and it was pretty, the first time is a little bit traumatizing to get started. But just don't do that. Just, my best advice is just start talking. Don't sit in silence. I was trying to figure out if I really was live. I'd never done it before. It was a disaster. But then once I got going, I did a really cute craft. Oh, but it makes for a funny memory for myself anyway. Well, don't overthink it. Just start working on your craft and you'll be good. Maybe for your first time, just have everything prepped and ready to go. My crafts go a lot smoother when I know what I'm doing and I'm prepped and ready to go. Usually, like, I like the events because I'm usually well prepared and ready to go, because we're usually timed. We're on a time limit, and so I always want to get finished if I can. What am I missing? Hey, Carolyn. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, if you prep, you'll be okay. That's the best thing to do. You used to do lives selling jewelry. Oh, well, then you're good. You know how it is then. My brain just makes me grab then think. Carolyn, do you do lives? Sometimes I can't remember who's who, and I apologize. Hey, Maria. Oops, I cut this one too long. I don't want to have to pull it back off. No, I'm going to have to. Darn it. Is that for the other side? No. Good grief. I'm going to get it one of these days, y'all. Can you guys hear the vacuum in the background? All right, one more. This one seems like it's too short. It's going on there anyways. No, too paranoid. You're too shy. I was the same way. I used to be terribly shy. In fact, I'm still shy. Okay. Here we go. Cute, huh? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, do I want to do that first? Yep, I'm going to drill holes. Okay, so we're going to drill holes in this. Do that first. Hopefully this stays together, you guys. Oh boy. We're going to drill holes in the corners. I'm going to be able to put hangers on them that way. You don't hear it. Oh, I was going to show you guys the cute bed spring crafts that I made the other day on YouTube, and I forgot to bring them in here, so I have to take a picture. Was that just yesterday? That might have been yesterday. I can't even remember. My days are all messed up. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Okay. So what I'm going to do about the sides, because I can't leave them like that, I'm going to paint them black. So it'll just kind of hide the sides. Let's take our sponge. Just so they'll be painted black and not sticking out like a sore thumb. What did you just say? I missed it. I have been using supplies I purchased over 30 years ago. Now that the project is complete, I call it vintage. That's funny. I think I have some supplies that were like, I didn't craft in the 90s, but I have some supplies that I picked up at yard sales that were probably somebody's craft supplies from the 90s. I think they're cute when I find stuff like that. Let me set that one to the side. We're going to put hangers on these though and make them like little signs. Little ornies. Does anybody call them ornies anymore? They would be really, really cute on a primitive tree. You adore the yellow watermelon behind me. Well, thank you. That was a fun craft. See how I mean, you can kind of see, it looks like where the front of the frame is attached, that's all, but it's okay. These still would be cute on a little tree or something. And if you had a better way to do a little frame, by all means. I mean, I'm just, hopefully you get a little idea off these, if nothing else. And like I said, my measurement, when I measured my boards at the beginning, I laid my boards down and I traced around this board. And then I cut on the outside of my line instead of the inside. So there's where I went wrong. So mine are a little off. So don't do it that way. But when you're live and you're not thinking about it, stuff happens. So mine are a little bit off, but I'm going with it anyways. I'm not afraid to say when I make a mistake, but I still think they're cute. So, oh well. If you're inspired by something I make, then that's all that matters. I get inspired all the time by watching crafters, and it might just be one little thing they do, you know, one little thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that just made my whole day. So I get lots of fun ideas, and learn things from watching people, learn little tips and stuff. I love that. Okay. That's the whole point, right? We all learn something from each other. Just make sure these are dry. And we'll put little hangers on them. Chuckin' at the White Elephant. Welcome. Thank you, Karen. Oops. What was that comment? See, I got to scroll up a little bit. I found supplies from when I was pregnant. That was in 1986. Well, you should use your vintage supplies. Stephanie, I don't know if Stephanie's still on here, but I love how she looks at magazines and makes crafts from vintage magazines. I have some vintage, like, I need to pull them out. I have some old, like, Country Home or something like that. I need to check those old magazines and see if there's anything good in them to make. I bet there is. I love vintage stuff. Thanks, Karen. I appreciate that. Oh, Tina, you're so sweet. Thank you. It's funny, but crafting really hasn't changed. It all comes back. I'm just now doing another mock doll for my bathroom wall. Isn't that funny? It just, like, everything goes in a circle, doesn't it? I keep seeing ducks. Why are those 90s ducks coming back? That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. So I think I got that good enough where I can just kind of make sure my edges are sanded a little bit here. Just do that on all of them. So I have an idea for my craft on Thursday for the bee event. So I just have to get that one prepped. That's going to be a fun event. I think it's called Be So Kind with the Craftastic Creations group. So make sure that you join that group. You're still here. I'm glad you're still here, Stephanie. I kept all my decorative painting magazines and woodworking magazines. So many great projects in them. I'm sure there are. I know I have some old vintage magazines. I got to get them out. I've said that before, but it's like you have to find time. I got to find time to do it. Now, my daughter's having a yard sale in a couple of weeks, so we are going to be participating with her in that. And so I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff, and then I'll get the magazines out of sometime after that. So I just have this. I'm not going to use my rebar wire because I don't have enough of it prepped, although I think the rebar wire would look fine. I'm going to use, let me show you what I have. I picked this wire up at a garage sale. Some old man was selling it. I have a ton of it. I don't know what gauge it is. It almost looks like it's some kind of like utility wire for something. You know, I don't know what it is, but that's what we're using. So we're just going to cut off pieces here. I already cut off a little piece. Maybe that might be too short. Darn it. Let me do this first. I have plenty of wire. Let me put it in first and then cut it off. All right, where's my needle nose? And then you could take, you could easily take some homespun or something and put on these. Maybe fence post wire, it might be. I'm making some cowboy plaques now. I'm really liking how you are framing them. Well, good. I'm sure your cowboys will look really cute. Here we go. We got one. We got one done. Okay, let's do this one here. Let's do maybe, if I can remember how to do it. Make a heart at the top of this one. You just kind of twist your wire to make a heart. Can you guys see it? My little heart. Sometimes they turn out better than other times. And then you twist at the bottom of your heart. Like that. And then you have a little hanger. We'll put this one on this one here. I might do that for the horse too, because that is really cute. I like that. That's too cute. Okay. It's so cute. Twist this down. It might be fence wire. That might be exactly what it is. But it works okay too. I usually use the rebar wire for everything. This works okay. This is a little bit rusty as well. Okay, there we go. You see how I did that one? And then you can just hang it right like that. Thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Annette. You like the idea with the heart, Diane? Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Jennifer and Anita. I was trying to scroll up a little bit. I need to get those stencils for the next 4th of July. You can envision a Founding Fathers wall. That's a good idea. I gotta still finish this set though. Okay, I gotta grab some more wire out. I'm still working on this set of stencils. Let's see if I can set my big thing of wire down here beside me. We'll do these two plain. Since I did George plain, I'll do Abe plain as well. Wanda, you're right. It is some wire. That's for sure. I have plenty of it. I was saying I got it at a garage sale and I almost left it there. He wanted like $5 for the whole roll. And then I got in the car and I was like, man, I was thinking about getting that wire to my husband. And he's like, go get it. It was only $5. And so I went back and got it because I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can use that for crafts and I'll never run out of wire if I have that big roll. So if you see something like that, you never know. You know, sometimes I skip the old men garage sales that have like all the tools and stuff, but you never know. So once in a while, I found a really cute snowman at this old man's garage sale that I'm going to make a pattern off of. And I can't wait to share that eventually, but I do have that in my stash and I will because I was like, I haven't seen anything like that. So, okay, so there's Abe is finished. And I'm not going to put any homespun or anything like that on them, but you could always like put a little piece on there. Let's do one more hanger for this horse and we'll be done. I'm going to do this one with the heart again. Yeah, it's a big roll of wire. I just stick it down here, hide it under my table down there. Okay. So for the heart, you just, if my wire doesn't break, because this is kind of rusty wire, you make a, I got so much hot glue on me, you make a little loop like that, and then you form a little heart, like that. So you have your little heart, like something like that. Sometimes they're wonky if your wire is wonky. So under the bottom of your heart, you then want to twist. Oops, hold on. My heart looks a little weird, but that's okay. So you just twist it so it looks like that. And then you have your little hanger. My cousin did one of those ancestry somewhere. My family, oops, where did I lost your comment, is related to Abraham Lincoln. That's awesome. Well, we found out that our family is related to Daniel Boone, who crossed the Delaware with George Washington or something. I don't know. My mom, she might be on here. She might like, no, that's wrong. Not Daniel Boone. No, I'm sorry. We are related to Daniel Boone. Oh, that's a bit stupid. Okay, nobody laugh at me. That is not correct. On my grandpa's side, we're related to Daniel Boone. Okay, she she traced it. Okay, on the other side, they traced it to Philip Null, Captain Philip Null, who crossed the Delaware with George Washington. You guys are probably like knowing your history better than me and like, Daniel Boone? No. Okay, so ignore that. That is not what I meant to say. My heart's kind of coming loose, so I'm going to give it another twist. Do 2 on that one. Okay, so that makes a cute little hanger. I watched your YouTube channel yesterday. I just like watching Facebook better. Cute springs you made. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, I don't do too much on YouTube, but I'm trying to do a little bit more over there because I got to keep my channel active and everything. My son-in-law had a huge YouTube channel, like 106. I think he was at like 106,000. And he had been on YouTube since he was 13. So it takes a long time to grow a YouTube channel unless you get super lucky. You guys laughing at me or laughing with me. I hope you're laughing with me. I love history stuff anyways, but all right. My mom must not be on here because she would be saying, you're wrong. It wasn't Daniel Boone. So, okay, we will just quit talking about that. You love how I made the little heart hangers. This one didn't turn out as good as the other one, but it turned out okay. Let me put it up here where you can see. It's all right. I like this one better though. And I like that cutesy little silhouette of that, would that be an 18th century lady? Probably, I think. Yeah, I know, Wanda. Oh gosh. All right, so you're laughing with me. Good. I'm so glad. I have such a mess. I have such a mess in here now. We all have those moments. That's right. I just had my history people messed up a little bit there. Okay, well, that's it, you guys. That is it. I guess I could turn them around one more time. So I am still working on the set, though. It's going to probably have at least 8 graphics because these are going to be like a little over 2 inches, but they'll be for small projects. So here's all 4 of them. But wouldn't those be cute on like just a prim tree? Or even just hanging on a little shelf or something? If you need a little primitive accent. If you're into the colonial stuff, these would be perfect for that. I like them. Super cute. Super cute. All right. Betsy Ross. Is that Betsy Ross? It might be. It might be. It's cute. Cutesy cutesy. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I'm going to get off here because I have got to get to the store to get something for my aunt for her birthday party. I got to do that. So I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm always looking down because my comments are down here. So I need to look up at you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I turned 57 last Wednesday. Happy birthday. And I've been having moments since my 40s. Oh dear. Oh dear, I hear you. Okay, well, you guys have a great evening, and I'll be live again Thursday. I'll post about that event. I got a mess all over my hands. I'll post about that event on my page. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you for being here. Have a great evening. Love you guys. Good night.